Howdy, howdy. Today we are brought to you by GHU Game Station. The leaves are starting to fall. It's rainy as hell out now. Snow's going to start coming. Get with the GHU Game Station. They got a gaming trailer, current retro gen gaming. Their trailer is heated. It's all the doors are closed up, and it's the perfect time now. You know, going into winter, it makes a great Christmas present if you go and get a what do you call it? Like a little gift card through them.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a tournament coming up on the 19th
Fuck, I'm missing
at
that
87 Buff. It's an NBA 2K tournament, so check that out. Free to enter, $300 cash prize to the winner. So with that being said,
shit.
Duvet, take it away.
Good evening, ladies and gents. You already know who it is. I am Duvet.
And I'm Jay. And what's going on, man?
Not much, man. You know, this is a big one right here.
Yeah, first video stream, huh?
Yeah, this is important. Know what I mean, man?
Yep. So we had a little decent weekend
Yeah.
of fights.
Man, I mean, there's a couple of things that we gotta get into.
Yeah, because we got the UFC fights.
Yeah, that
Um,
alone is gonna take up a little bit. Whew.
Well, we got the rerun of what we missed last week.
Yeah, so you know,
Well, I guess we'll touch up on that.
Yeah.
Just because we had that little dilemma last week.
gotta try and squeeze in.
Yeah. So Mariana Rodriguez versus Amanda Lemos.
Mm-hmm.
That fight wasn't expected on my end. Amanda's pretty good, but Mariana's just that much better.
Okay.
I didn't expect Daniel Rodriguez to get his ass beat by Neil Magny, but I mean, hey,
I mean, he barely survived his last fight, bro.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree, but he's still a decent fighter.
Nah, he's decent.
I think he's got some learning to do still.
Oh, for sure. Nah, he's decent. I was just saying, you know.
Yeah.
He ain't looked that great in his last fight, so I'm not
Well,
really surprised.
I mean, the dude he fought in his last fight's a fucking savage. So, I mean, you know
That
what
is-
it is.
That is true.
But, so what do we got? What do we got lined up first?
So we
trying to
have
find it
the UFC 281 preview. I mean, that's basically what we're looking at because it is a big card. This is one
Yeah.
of the bigger cards
Oh,
of
yeah.
the year. And we're gonna touch up on all three main events, and that's why I have on the last point what other fights besides the main event interest us. So yeah, it's gonna be a full UFC 281 breakdown, starting with I'm gonna start actually from the bottom up. So besides the main event fights, you know what I mean? When you look at the card, is there anything that we should be looking for?
Dominic Reyes versus Ryan Spann.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's on the prelim card. I
Right.
just think Dominic is kind of on like a comeback tour.
I hope so.
He needs to. And Ryan Spann is just Ryan Spann. I mean, he's just
Good way to put it.
yeah. I mean, it's a good fight. It's got a banger written all over it. Reyes just has to keep easy because if he gets caught by Spann, he's
Yeah,
going
Reyes.
fucking night.
Yeah, Ray has been in some tough ass fights lately.
Yeah.
He's
All
taking some-
starting off with that fucking spinning elbow.
Yeah,
by
Yuri was like the one that set everything up for that guy to start getting like those.
his ass whooped.
Yeah, it hasn't been a good stretch for Dom. So I hope he
Nah.
can come back on that. I hope he can.
Yeah, listen, I'm not the biggest Dominic Reyes fan, but I do want to see him pick back up because I do think he is a good contender.
Yeah, he's pretty skilled, man.
But he'll never be champion, not with these guys floating around.
No fucking way.
But I do like him. He does put people through a test.
He does. I mean, he gave John Jones a test. So-
Yeah, I mean, he arguably beat John Jones.
Exactly. So, I mean,
If it wasn't for that spinning elbow against Yuri, I mean, he would have still lost that fight,
but he survived it. He would have
But-
survived it, yeah.
but he would have went to the end and lost in the decision. But that fucking spinning elbow just
Dude, I'm
sent
sorry,
that motherfucker
bro.
to bed.
I feel so bad for that guy. That was ugly.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the fight that I'm looking out for, and probably I want to see what Frankie Edgar does on his
Yeah, I
retirement because
mean-
this is his retirement fight.
Yeah, that was the one that I was looking at.
I would hate to see him.
Lose.
Yeah,
or get obliterated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, with his track record, that's-
Well, let's just hope he doesn't get obliterated.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he'll last out
I think
there.
most fighters on their retirement fight, I think they have like a losing record. I don't think they do well on their retirement fights.
That's why it's called a retirement fight.
I mean, you're supposed to win.
I mean, you would think, right? But like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but yeah. So I guess those are the two. But if I had to pick one, like the main one, it'd be Reyes Span.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I was I think that's the one that I was looking at. But yeah, no, for sure, I want to see what Frankie Edgar does because I've been when it was announced, I was like, I'm interested. So
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully he lasts. It's okay.
the chin's washed, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Because he's going against what, Gutierrez, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Uh,
could be a tough night. You never know though. Now I guess we start with like our co-main, I'll say, between Esparza and Wei Lee. So the thing with me is like I know a lot of people aren't really interested in this. I mean, if we saw the press conference, they hate Carla.
oh yeah.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of heat. Do I think it's undeserved? Yeah, a little bit. I think it's a little much to boo Carla. I mean, if anybody should be booed out of those two, it was literally Rose. Rose, I'm sorry, like when you talk a lot of shit, you know what I mean, and you say you're gonna do this and that, and then the other person just has a game plan, even though it is boring. Like, you know, we should be booing the person that promised fireworks, the champion. You know, like Rose, I think should have taken a little bit of the heat, but it looks like she's just chilling, and now Carla's in the spotlight with a lot of heat that I think she doesn't deserve. So
I agree. I think
she was the first champion, inaugural champion of the division, I think.
yeah, I just think that a lot of people love Rose and the fact that she just beat her. Now she's just kind of like, people are like kind of like,
Yeah,
fuck
but
you,
like
you know? That's kind of like when Nunes lost to Kat Zingano. Like everyone hated Kat specifically because she beat Nunes, you know?
yeah, but like my thing is like they were booing the shit out of Rose that night. So like I get people love her, but like I don't know. I really don't understand. Like I just don't get. They booed both of them. Yes.
UFC fans are fucking strange.
Yeah, nah, yeah. That whole that was weird. Like I don't know what it is, man. But the follow up question to that is like, this is where she has to prove herself, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that Zhang and Rose were just gonna be like at the top of the division, like just them two.
Yeah.
And I don't think no one expected Carla to come in there and do what she did. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think if Carla really wants to show that like this is where she's supposed to be,
This is where she belongs.
this
type
is
shit.
this is definitely something that she's got to do. She's got to step up and really fucking show out.
Yeah, it's a game opponent you're fighting too. It's
Yeah.
not just some.
And Zhang's no slouch either.
That's
so
what I'm saying. That's a game opponent you're fighting. Zhang Wei Li is. She's a tank.
yeah,
I mean, I think she's pretty lethal. Yeah, she lost to Rose, but a lot of people lose to Rose. But
yeah, but I mean, that was also like, that was just poor knowledge on her part. Like,
Yeah.
just her fight IQ just went out the fucking window on that one because I don't want to say out the window, but you know, Rose hit her with a leg kick a few times, and then like she thought the leg kick was coming, and she dropped her feet back, and Rose just kicked her to the head, and that was all she wrote.
yeah, that
Which-
was.
I don't know. Should have seen it coming, I guess, but sometimes shit happens. So just ask Usman.
Yeah, nah, yeah. That's a perfect example.
You know what I mean? It's just sometimes you do things and something opens up and you're like, fuck, I gotta take it. And then you don't realize what happens next, and
Yeah.
she went night night.
Yes. I don't know, man. I could see the pick for Zhang Wei Li. Like I could see why people think she can win, and I know she probably has a really good chance of doing that. I think the only thing that might fuck it all up is Carla Esparza's wrestling, because it is annoying
Yeah.
a little bit, you know.
I took Wally by KO on
You-
DraftKings.
Oh, you took Wiley with KO?
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, you know,
She's got a lot of fucking power.
she does. I don't know, man. Do I want to pick against the grain? Because this the fight. I mean, this one I just haven't really decided yet. To be honest with you, I just,
It's a fight that can go either way. Like I think even like as a gambling man like myself, you could take this fight to go to decision. You know, you could just
that's
you don't
where I
even have
was.
to pick a winner. You could just throw money down and say, I think, this fight's gonna go to the decision.
Yeah, that's where I was leaning towards too. That I thought it was. I think it was going to be Esparza by decision, just because I feel like her wrestling would be enough. But I don't know if she can. If she gets caught, I've never really
Thought about that.
never
but
really thought about her getting caught, and I haven't really seen her like actually get caught. Like even that Rose fight, like maybe it's because not much was going on.
Yeah, I
But-
just think that, I don't know. I think that Zhang's gonna be the one to like really test out what Esparza is because she's got the power to do it. She's smart. She's got good stand up. Her wrestling is good.
Yeah.
It's not like it's
Oh no, for sure.
lower level. It's pretty good wrestling. So I think this is a solid matchup. And if Esparza is gonna lose, I think this is who she loses to. And I think Rose's time is done.
Yeah.
I think she's just in her own head at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's coming back really much, honestly. And if she does come back, I don't think it's gonna be.
Something just tells me without the immediate rematch, but I mean, then with how boring that fight was, is the immediate rematch really necessary?
That is true.
No, because who's gonna be? Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, nah, fuck that. Now,
Yeah.
if it was fireworks,
Yeah, but nobody's gonna want to see that shit now. So.
no, and it's a hard time selling girl fights as it is.
Mm-hmm.
To the casuals,
Yeah.
diehard UFC fans or combat sports fans are gonna
They know what's up.
they want to
yeah.
get in it, but you have to draw in the casuals too because there's not a lot of diehard fans out there.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. Maybe this is the time off that Rose really needs, and maybe she comes back and fucking nasty. Because I mean, she's over there in the Trevor Whitman camp. So
yeah, that is something. So we're gonna have to see what's up now, man. But yeah, you got her by you got Whaley by knockout. I got Esparza by decision. We're just gonna have to see what's up with that. This one.
Chandler versus
This
Poirier.
next one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm super excited for this one, dog.
Bro, I've been watching all of Dustin's TikToks and shit. Just
Dude.
absolutely just.
Dude, I don't know what's up.
swinging.
I don't know what's up with Dustin, man, but Dustin really picked up an attitude, man. He don't like that boy Chandler.
No.
I don't know.
It's so weird because like they obviously had their little back and forth months ago when
Yeah.
Dustin was drunk and picking fights with Chandler.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I seen a video where they ran into each other
At a
and,
UFC.
and they were joking around and hugging and
Yeah.
whatnot. And then, like now I get it. Chandler's now like, oh well, if this dude wants to let his nuts hang, I'm just gonna put him to sleep. And I'm like, all right, cool,
Hey,
send it.
hey, all I'm saying is I'm make the prediction first before I talk about this shit. I got Chandler winning that fight.
Do you?
I do. I don't know how, but I do have him winning that fight.
See, this fight's tough for me because I like Chandler and he definitely got what it takes to beat Dustin.
Oh, for sure.
But if he goes into this fight the same way he went into that Gaethje fight, he's going to sleep.
You just-
Hands down. And Dustin said it too. Like if he comes in this fight like he did the Justin fight with his hands down, let me hit him. He goes, I'm really gonna show him
No, yeah,
what it
because
is. And he said, no, Justin's no slouch. Obviously, he's powerful. He goes, but I'm the best boxer in this division.
yeah.
And he goes, I will make sure you feel every fucking punch I throw, and I will not miss.
I mean because that's my thing. He has the more solid boxing stance in the whole division. So
Yeah.
when you have the boxing stance like he does, it's a lot quicker. The combos come out much faster.
Yeah, and that's why I like. It's so hard for me to pick because I want Chandler to win, but I know how egotistical he can get. Is that
Mhm.
the right word?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on like the whole egotistical thing. I know how he can get. You're right.
And if he just does that, just Dustin's gonna fucking put him out. I
Yeah.
mean,
But I feel like he is taking this a little serious though.
but Dustin also said that he can out wrestle him, and I don't think he can.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a reach. I mean, when I watched the countdown, I watched the like embedded series and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Chandler does look real focused. I think both these guys know what's on the line. You
Well,
know,
we really haven't heard much from Chandler either, so I think
Yeah.
he's kind of just
the
chilling
countdown.
out. But
Yeah, the countdown's the more relevant thing if you watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But fuck.
It's fight of the night to me. I think it's gonna be a fight of the night.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they're gonna go crazy, man.
But I think every time Chandler has stepped in the octagon since he joined the UFC, he's always had fight of the night potential or even fight of the year potential.
Monster.
I think a lot of people forget how well Chandler can wrestle, especially like when you like a lot of people never paid attention to him in Bellator.
That is true.
So nobody, people went and when they heard he came to the UFC, they started paying a little bit of attention, looking up old videos. But like, I don't think anyone's ever really fully seen what he can do. And I think if Dustin wants to wrestle, I think Chandler wins. If they stand and bang and Chandler's not protecting himself, I think Dustin wins. So, fuck. I'm gonna just go ahead and say Dustin.
Yeah, I'm a coach.
I'm just gonna do it. The only reason why I'm gonna do it is because Chandler hasn't shown me that he can't let his ego not get in his way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I see that point. I see the point, but I don't know, man. I just feel like I think he knows what's at stake. He lost 2 fights already.
Listen, he's not getting cut if that's what you think. If he loses
No, I don't
this
think
fight.
he's getting cut. No, not at all.
Okay.
But I don't count the win versus Tony because, I mean, we all expected him to beat Tony. To be fair.
I mean, yeah, just not like that.
Yeah. But my thing is, now like, if you exclude the Tony fight, he has 2 losses against top 5 guys, and I get that, but like, I think he has to win this, and I would think that he has that pressure of like he knows that he needs to win this fight.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
Just off of that alone, I think Chandler's just gonna go out there and get it done because he has to. I don't think because if he doesn't, I think he's gonna take a major hit.
Who, Chandler?
Yeah, a major hit.
Yeah, I mean, it's so tough because I mean, right now with all the people that are leaving the UFC, people that are getting cut, like they're cutting motherfuckers all up and down the place.
That's crazy.
That's just what they're doing. So I don't know if he's on the chopping block. Because as soon as he joined in, I mean, Dan Hooker was his first fight in the UFC.
We saw what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, he sparked him, and then, who did he fight after that? It was Dan Hooker, and then
I think he was on standby for another fight.
Was it Gaethje?
Yeah.
That was next.
No, it was Oliveira. Oliveira was before Gaethje.
However it went, but I mean, at the end of the day, like he came in and he hasn't fought no slouches, so it's almost just like I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, so it was it was Dan Hooker, Oliveira, Gaethje, Ferguson, and now he's going against Dustin.
Yeah, so
I mean, he's got 2 losses in a row. Win Dan Hooker, 2 losses in a row. But I mean, even though he lost to Justin, it's just like that fight could have went either fucking way because they literally just stood there and were just beating the fuck out of each other the whole fight. So, that's one of those things where it's like, did he lose? Sure. Are we gonna really kill him for it? No.
Yeah.
Because he did stand in there and bang with one of the nastiest, heaviest hitters in the fucking division. So
yeah, I just feel like oh man, I think he has to win this fight though.
I do too, but I don't think it's that much pressure. I think it's enough, but like, because definitely if he loses this fight, and then his next fight, that's where I think the most pressure is. But if he wins this one, that pressure's kind of off.
Yeah, so I mean, I hope, man. I'm hoping he gets it done. But you got Poirier, I got Chandler.
Yeah.
I don't know about how really. I don't even know. Is it 3 or 5?
3.
3?
Yeah, because it's not even. Because it's a non-title fight. I think. I could be wrong, but
I mean, I think it's gonna go to decision. But I just think it's gonna be Chandler. So.
Yeah, I mean, anything's possible in that fight. Honestly, it all just depends where it goes.
Yeah. Which brings us to the main event of the whole shebang. We got Izzy, Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. I don't, bro. We've been hyping this up for like a while now.
Yeah.
Ever since it was announced. So, but you know, like literally, fight week is where everything you see more of. You see more of like the stuff like behind the scenes and stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think Adesanya. I think he got this.
I do too.
I think he got this.
I mean, I'm not counting him out because everyone keeps saying like, you know, oh, all his past fights have been boring. And I'm sticking with my thought on this has been he's been fighting defensive to save his chin because he knew this fight was coming.
Yeah, this is it.
You know, he knew once this dude, because he really didn't start fighting defensive until the UFC signed this man.
That's true.
And then, you know, the dude came in, did his thing, and Izzy knew, all right, this is coming. Because we all know how the UFC works. You know, guy only has to come in and get 2 fights, and then that's it. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
you know, I'm not saying it's not like he hasn't done nothing. He's shown himself. Do I think he should have more fights? Yeah, but whatever. Because when you look at it, like Chandler came in, 1 fight, was fighting for a title, you know,
that is facts.
and then Yuri came in, 2 fights, fighting for a title. Like, so I mean, I see where it's coming from. I just think that Izzy knows what needs to be done.
Yeah,
Just
that's
shut this motherfucker up and put him down and put him out.
Yeah, that's my thing. Cause like, I mean, I like Alex as a talent. Like, don't get me wrong, you know, but I just feel it's like I just think you can't live in the past too much. Like, this isn't kickboxing only now, you know.
And that's the thing. And I think Izzy's been working on a lot more than people know to take this fight anywhere it needs to go.
Yeah.
So I think with that, I would put my money on Izzy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, sure, if Pereira catches him right, could it do some damage? Sure.
yeah, cause like that's my thing. I feel like the power advantage is definitely Pereira's corner, just cause
Yeah, oh, yeah.
he has some nuclear power.
Yeah, Izzy isn't really known for his power.
Mm-hmm.
He's known for his style.
Yeah.
Hence
So
the name Style Bender.
I mean, yeah, but I definitely got Izzy. I just think Izzy's gonna break him down. I mean, it's gonna be back and forth. I do believe he's gonna get hit. I just don't think that it'll be enough to do the job. Not this time. I think he's too far. He's too far in now into his career. He's champion. He's been champion for a long time now.
Yeah.
He's used to this, you know. Alex Pereira, this is his first taste. So
Yeah, I think after this fight, I think we see the old Izzy again.
yeah.
I just think like I said, I think he's been saving his chin. Not going to war. What's the point of going to war when you know, this guy that's knocked you out twice
Is on your
is coming.
yeah.
And it's like, all right, let me not fucking go to battle with 5 people.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
So I'm saying, yeah, he's gonna be. He was on his heels the minute he got in. So
Yeah.
but this is gonna be a banger, bro. I can't wait for it. I'll be watching that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll be watching it.
So-
I can't wait.
You know, yeah, that was our UFC 281 breakdown. We're gonna, that's on ESPN Plus.
Early prelim start at 4.
Yeah, around there. Yeah, I was gonna say
4 or
that.
5.
And then
Usually it's 4 o'clock, and
Yeah.
then the regular prelims start at 7,
Mhm.
and then the main card starts at 10. So
yeah, so all the action all night, man. You
and
already
it's-
know.
I think it's $75.
All right, yeah. Well, I think that's worth it, but damn, they still have.
It's just going higher and higher every fucking week.
Yeah, it's wild. But anyway,
Yeah, I don't know.
before we get into our boxing segment, we got another ad,
Yeah,
I believe.
we are sponsored by Trainwreck Fitness Co.
Oh yeah, my boy.
Your favorite. We just had them on not too long ago. Well, we had
Last episode.
last episode
they
yep.
were on. Yep.
Yeah, John was on. If you want to check them out, you can check them out on Instagram at all capital letters Trainwreck _ all capital letters Fitness with 2 S's CO. They got shirts, hoodies. He said they're still just black and white.
He said that they got another. They're finding like another distributor basically.
Yeah. So they'll have more stuff out. Check out their videos, man. Them guys put in a lot of work in the gym.
for sure.
They're dope people, so make sure to check them out on Instagram at Trainwreck all capitals _ Fitness with 2 S's CO.
Yeah, those are our guys, man. We had a good time that last
Yeah, that was a
episode.
fun time. Tim's a cool dude.
So, boxing is pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dude, all the fucking fights that they're ordering are like, all right, cool, but there's some fights that really need to be fucking ordered.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously,
Quit
but
fucking around. Order
Yeah.
the right fucking fights.
I mean, obviously, I mean, you're not wrong, but some of these orders like are wild.
I
So-
think Thurman's gonna beat Spence.
That's a tough one. Hey.
Yeah,
That's a tough one.
gang.
But we gonna get to that. We're gonna get to the first one though. The WC ordered Canelo. Yes, Canelo. To fight winner of Benavidez and Plant. Now, if you don't know, Plant and Benavidez is like a 95% done deal at this point.
Yeah.
They just haven't announced a date yet, or a venue. That's really it. But so I guess the WBC said that Canelo has to fight the winner of that. What do you think about this whole thing? Do you really think, even if, when the fight goes down, no matter who wins, if Benavidez wins, we'll start with that. Because we know if Caleb Plant wins, he might consider it.
Does Benavidez? So what you're asking me is, does Benavidez beat Canelo?
Yes, that's a good question.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah. I think they both do.
Ooh, Caleb now?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I like Caleb, man. I don't know. I hope, though. I love Sweet Hands,
I
man.
personally, I want to see Canelo versus Plant again.
Two, yeah. I
Yeah.
think that one would be a little more. It wouldn't be as personal because I think they did put away their grudge in the first fight.
Nah, I think there's.
I mean, competitively, yes.
I think Plant's still holding on.
No, yeah. No, competitively, there is a grudge.
I think a grudge in general, personal and all. I think Plant's holding on.
Oh, I don't know.
I
Only
don't
reason
know,
why I
man.
said that is because if you really watched their last fight interview, my man's was. they
Yeah,
were-
but that tends to happen sometimes, and then motherfuckers just are like, yeah, whatever.
Nah, I know he gets caught. I know he has an attitude. He's arrogant because he got it, man. Like
Yeah.
Caleb is that guy, and his only loss is to him.
Yeah, I think Plant beats Benavidez.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
And then I think we get Plant Canelo, and I think Plant wins that too.
You got playing going through the gauntlet.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see that.
I wasn't sold on him in the first fight.
Mhm.
For good reasons.
He sharpened up though.
Yeah, and then after his next fight, I was like, you know what? He's actually starting to look good. And then when he just put fucking, what's his face in the dirt?
Oh, Anthony Durrell. Yeah.
Durrell, in the dirt, literally buried him on stage.
Yeah, no, that was horrible. that was bad.
Just that really has me sold.
Yeah.
So I think he's really ready to do it.
Oh man, we'll see. I mean, but I feel like Benavidez could win this fight though. Benavidez could definitely beat Caleb Plant.
Oh, 100%.
And I just could. I don't know what it is about that man's power, but it's really scary.
This fight's going the distance.
Yeah.
This fight's going the distance.
Yeah.
I got Plant coming out on top, but I wouldn't be shocked if Benavidez wins too.
True.
It's just one of them fights, man. I don't care who wins. I do want Plant to win,
I do.
but
I
if
do.
Benavidez wins, I'm not going to be upset. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, man, great. Now I got to watch Benavidez fight
Yeah, man,
Canelo.
fuck
You
this
know, I'm going to
shit.
be. Yeah, I don't care. Like, because I think both of them are going to beat Canelo. I don't think it fucking matters who wins. I just want Plant to win because I think for me, Plant is the more exciting fight.
Yeah, like okay, and I know like I don't disrespect Canelo. I think Canelo is great, but I just feel like his method when it comes to who he fights is really suspect, dog. I mean, and they can order the fight, which is true, but he has to say he's gonna take it, and I don't think anyways he's gonna take this fight. Either of them. I don't think he's gonna fight either of them.
I do. I think he'll fight Plant.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he'll fight Plant. I don't think he'll fight Benavidez. He'll stay away from him. I still.
Well,
think
yeah,
that.
he'll pull the I'm not fighting my Mexican brother
Yeah,
card,
yeah.
but whatever, dude. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, but that's interesting. That's an interesting situation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sold on it. Even if they don't, neither of them fight Canelo, man. I'm pumped about this fight.
For sure. The next one we got
Thurman.
is Keith one-time Thurman versus Errol Spence. So I do feel like that we're not talking about the fight enough, and with two guys like this, I feel like that's kind of crazy. So
I feel like a lot of people underestimate Thurman.
No, Keith. Here's my thing with Keith Thurman. He lost to Manny Pacquiao, but
yeah.
then again, like a lot of people lose to Pacquiao. You know what I mean? So what I feel is let me see. What I feel is that Pacquiao's gonna be Pacquiao no matter what, and I think Thurman's style for him was just not that great.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah, fuck it. Whatever.
it's okay. We're
Figure it
frozen
out.
at this point,
Yeah.
man. But but I do think that Keith Thurman is gonna give Errol Spence some trouble. I just feel like I just feel like Spence's size, his skill set, the way he likes to attack the body. I just think that's gonna be a little issue for Keith to deal with, especially with him being away for so long. You know, like I don't know. I have Spence actually like
Destroying him.
I don't think he's stopping him, no. But it will go the distance, and I think it'll be like a decisive win, though.
Like a 115,
Ye-
120 ish.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
120.
yeah.
120,
I think a good 4 or 5 round like
Yeah.
comfort, just because, like I said, like he's been more active. He's the champion right now. You know, he has all 4 straps, not except for one.
Yeah.
So like, I think the only person in this world that could beat Spence right now is Terrence Crawford. If you're not Terrence Crawford, I don't think anybody could beat him right now. Definitively, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking Thurman. Fuck Spence.
Is that?
Yeah. That's me.
Oh my god, bro.
I'm taking Thurman. I think Thurman's all right.
Shit. I mean,
I think he's got a game plan. I think he's gonna execute it. And then we're gonna see why Spence and Crawford didn't happen.
we're gonna see. We're gonna see, man. But that's an interesting fight. I do think I just think that's gonna be something. That's gonna be something to watch. I'm excited to see Keith Thurman back in the ring, man. I think his last showing wasn't bad. Like I said, of course it was against Pacquiao, which is one of the greatest, in my opinion, like the greatest boxer ever. But you know, I mean, we just gotta see where it goes. I think it's gonna be a show though. I think it's gonna be a show though.
Yeah, I like that fight.
You do. All right. We're just going through this right now. I don't know if y'all noticed. You know, today's Friday, so we're a little lit. It's just outside is very horrid
Yeah.
right now. And, you know, when it's raining and, you know, it's
this weather is fucking dog shit.
yeah,
right
you
now.
know, like, it makes us feel like shit. But, you know, we're here.
It's been downpouring all
all
fucking
day,
dude.
yes. So, you know.
But
don't-
nah, usually we fly through this shit, and then it's
Yeah.
like the after shit is where
Yeah.
like I start asking questions and throwing wild shit out there.
Exactly. So the next thing we got is, this is probably gonna be a little quick, but it was just impressive. So Dimitri Bivol beat Jermaine Ortiz. Now, I like Jermaine Ortiz, low key. I think his record was inflated. If you could see the fight with Bivol, like it looked like it was inflated. I think he is gonna be somebody to watch though, for sure. So I don't, I'm not gonna harp too much on Ortiz. I think he has time to grow and shit.
Yeah, I mean
Dimitri
that's just a
Dimitri
tough fight.
Bivol though, this guy, ever since he popped out against Canelo on the world stage and beat the brakes off him, yo, I don't know what's gotten into this dude, but he literally does look unstoppable. Like he
Yeah.
looks unstoppable.
No, he does. I mean, dude, he just I don't know.
Now, there's only 2 fights that you can think of when it comes to Bivol, which is Canelo, which I don't think anybody's really interested in. We know what's going to happen, I feel. But Artur Beterbiev, that's a fight.
Yeah.
That's going to be a massive fight. Like that one, if they ever make that, I will be the first one there. I promise you. That is a fight, my guy. Just don't make it overseas. I know, but don't make it overseas, please. I want to be there.
Oh, you know that's coming.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna be overseas. I just hope it's
We
not.
just don't really have many boxing matches here. I mean, we do, but
Yeah,
it's
but
like it's. I mean, trust me, I would love to watch Tank fight. I would
Mhm.
love to watch Wilder fight because they're like the 2 that always fight in New York City.
yeah, New York for the most part, New York. Yeah, you're right. But what do you think of? I mean, did you watch the fight? Did you watch highlights of it or nothing?
I caught bits and pieces of it,
Yeah, he was definitely spanking that guy.
but
bro.
that was really it.
Yeah. So I
Um,
mean, but Dimitri Bivol looks insane. I think for him next it should be Beterbiev. I don't think he should worry about Canelo.
Yeah.
Canelo really has to think about his own shit. So make the super fight. I think Artur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol is gonna be a fucking classic.
Yeah. What? So, um, what? I know this is just not really off topic. It's boxing, but
Mm.
what's the dude's name that just fucking it just popped in my head that got knocked out and got fucking put in a coma, dude. Adoyas or Diaz,
Something like that. Yeah, I can't
some
remember.
Russian dude.
Yeah, I can't remember
That's
what you're talking about.
Fucking, it just literally just popped into my head.
Oh shit! I gotta see that.
You didn't hear about that?
I did not hear about that.
Oh yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. He got like I don't know, dude. He looked like he was getting his fucking ass whooped.
Oh my goodness.
Adas Yerbasinium.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, just send me
I
that
don't
info. I'll
fucking
look
know.
it up. I'll look it up after this. I'm going home anyway, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah. So I mean, like I said, that one's gonna probably be quick. I just wanted to touch on how Dimitri Bivol is looking crazy, and I
Yeah.
think they have a super fight at light heavyweight for sure. Like Beterbiev and Bivol is one of the fights to make in boxing, so I think they got to make that shit. And there's another WC order. This is the last one. Shakur Stevenson versus Pitbull Cruz.
I think that's fair.
Is that a big fight to you, though? I think that's a big fight.
Well, yeah. I mean, if Shakur's moving up, I mean, I think that's a perfect entrance fight.
Styles.
Yeah, style wise, energy wise, the whole nine. Unfortunately, I think Pitbull loses, but
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's gonna I think he's gonna get like outboxed, like just outclassed, bro, throughout the whole thing. I just think Shakur's that good.
I do too.
Yeah, he's that good. He's that sharp.
Um,
We have to see how he looks at the thing. Yeah, but
yeah, but it's one weight class, right? So I mean, it's not much difference.
Not really.
So I think that he's just I don't know. He's gonna go in there, blitz that, and then I think we see him move up in the next like 3 years again.
Yeah, I want to see how he looks at this weight though. I do. I mean,
Yeah,
you
there's a
know,
lot of fun fights here for him though.
for sure,
Like this is the place to be if you want to make big money.
for sure.
But we just got to get these motherfuckers to stop running from each other.
I know that's why it's kind of sucky to talk about boxing sometimes.
Yeah, like it's just because like it's cool that he's coming in and fighting Cruz. Like that's a huge fight, especially for the division.
Exactly.
And it's a great entrance fight for Stevenson. But then it's like after that, what are we gonna get? Him versus Ryan, him versus Tank, him versus Lomachenko. Like, what do we get? You know what I mean?
I mean, it looks like we're gonna get Haney and Lomachenko. So, depending on what's going on with Ryan and Tank, we just gotta see. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. I mean, obviously we gotta get through this first, but I just mean like there's just so much for him to do in this weight class. I mean, he's gonna be here for at least 2-3 years. Going,
I do
through
see
these
a fight with
guys.
Lomachenko being the thing, though.
I mean, why not? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't it be? Him
Hold on.
versus Haney is what I want to see.
Hold on, guys. I gotta take this emergency.
All good, dude. You want me to just keep going? Yeah, go ahead. All right, bet. I gotta pull up the fucking outline. All right. So yeah. So with that, and then so on to other news and shit. We there was a little stare down with Jake Paul and Andrew Tate that happened over the week. Anyone that doesn't know who Andrew Tate is, look him up on social media. You'll probably hate him too, just like the rest of the world does. This will be the fight that if you hate Jake Paul, you will root for Jake Paul, I'm sure. Andrew Tate is or was a kickboxing champion. He does have good stand up, so you know if it's him versus Jake, I think Jake wins. I just had this conversation with John. What were we talking about? He asked me about this, and he asked me how is it looking. I said they've been talking a lot of shit. The face-off happened. It's definitely got potential to be a good fight. I just think that Jake's got too much power. Jake actually looks, he's starting to look better as a boxer. And I just think that Tate, I don't know if Tate's chin is going to hold up to Jake's power. And I think Jake's riding on a high right now. Like John said, he's riding off of beating Silva, which is questionable in my favor. I don't know how I really feel about that going that way, but I mean that's whatever. So I guess if we get Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate, I would end up going with Paul by knockout. Fuck Andrew Tate. But with that said, I just think that I think that Jake Paul is just on a different level right now with these guys that he's fighting, and I just don't think Tate's a kickboxer, man. He's used to using his legs to set up other shit, and I just think if you go into a boxing match, excuse me, you can't use your legs, so everything is all your skills and leg feints and all that shit just don't work. So I would take Jake Paul on that matchup. This one here is this topic here is quite interesting. Anybody that doesn't know or hasn't heard, well, I mean, if you haven't heard about it, then I don't know. But Cain Velasquez, I think it was his niece was going to daycare, and apparently the dude that was not running it but was like there while it was in operation was like touching kids and shit like a pedophile, and Cain Velasquez basically chased him down and started shooting at him. He was locked up. They said that he was a danger to society and wouldn't let him out. I think he did 265 or some days like that in bars, behind bars. And they finally released him. Judge said, yo, you know what? Go home, be with your family. Just don't fuck this up. Don't make me look bad. And Velasquez said he's just going to make this positive. He's going to go home. He's going to, hug his wife, hug his kids. Cain Velasquez, in my book, is a fucking hero. Not only is he one of my favorite fighters, but, I mean, he's just a down-to-earth dude. I've gone up to New Jersey quite a few times with some friends and went to a UFC gym and ran into him, and he's a really nice dude. On occasions, he goes out there, well, used to go out there and train, even though he lives in San Jose, I believe it is. So he's a super nice dude, but he did everything that every father says they would do, or uncle or whatever. Everyone always says, oh, if so-and-so did this to my kid, I would do this. And Cain Velasquez really did that shit, He caught wind that his kid, I don't know if it was his own daughter or if it was his niece, but whatever, found out that there was some shit going on. He chased this dude down in his truck and just started shooting at him. And, they let a pedophile walk the streets. And Cain was fucking locked up. So, it's that's just an iffy subject, but that's about as far as I'll get in on that because, like I said, he did everything that I have a kid of my own, 3-year-old, and I'll say the same thing. If that shit ever happened to my kid, I would probably do the same thing he did, but because our justice system fucking sucks. The justice system is a fucking joke. But yeah. So off of that, we got Wilder versus Ruiz. That is interesting. He that was ordered to, let me think. Yeah, so Wilder Ruiz was ordered for a title eliminator. This is probably the biggest fight of the year. Well, would be the biggest fight of next year. man, this fight here is probably what boxing needs at the moment to kind of keep it alive. Just because Wilder's got the power, Ruiz has the chin. It's just a match made in heaven, really. Because when you look at it, Wilder, he's out here just fucking sparking people. Ruiz is known for his chin. And what makes a better fight than a guy that's got a lot of power and a guy that's got a fantastic chin? Their styles match, too. I mean, we've seen Ruiz shock the world against Joshua, which, you know, a lot of people counted him out for that. And then obviously in the next fight after that, Joshua showed why he is who he is. Hold on. Everything all good? Good. All right. Cool.
All right. Where were you on right now?
I was just splitting through the other news, but we can go back.
Nah, I mean, well, recap me.
Oh, I just said that me and John were talking about the Jake Paul, Andrew Tate thing. Where he thinks it's a good matchup. I do too, but at the same time, I think that Tate's he's a kickboxer and that's it. I mean, he's a champion kickboxer, but I don't think his stand-up is anything.
No. I mean, my opinion on that is real easy. Like, I think
Jake Paul sparks him.
Yeah, Jake Paul's gonna spark him. It's gonna be it's a big fight because of the names, but
well, I said that basically I said if you don't know who Andrew Tate is, look him up. You'll probably hate him like the rest of the world, and this is gonna be the first time. If you hate Jake Paul, this is gonna be the first time you root for Jake Paul.
Yeah,
I just think Andrew Tate's one of the most hated men in America.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's controversial for sure, but fight-wise, yeah, I think Jake Paul's gonna spark that, man.
Yeah, I think he knocks him the fuck out.
So, I mean, that was kind of easy. What are you on right now?
I was just talking about Wilder versus Ruiz. I just went through the Cain Velasquez shit. Kind of gave the rundown on that.
Ooh, okay. So let me give my opinions on that.
Go ahead.
I think it's a step in the right direction. Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not saying that everybody that's going through like that situation should just high speed chase every person and just shoot into cars and shit. I get it. Like, we have a system here, but people have to understand the human side. You know, like if you had a daughter,
I do.
You know, you have a daughter, you have a family. You know, like, and you found out that shit was happening.
That's what I said. Yeah, I said that he literally did exactly what every father or uncle. Because I don't remember if it was his own kid or his niece.
I think it was his niece.
I think so too. So what I was saying is that every uncle or father says the same shit. Like, oh, if someone did this to my daughter, I would do this. And Cain Velasquez literally fucking did it. Like, take it how you want, but that dude is literally my fucking hero. Like, I say the same shit. Like, if someone ever if I find out someone ever touched my daughter,
so
we'd need a new co-host because
that's understandable.
Unless they let me fucking video this from fucking myself.
No, that's understandable though. Like,
I mean, I don't know, but like he literally did what everyone says they would do. Yeah, and I mean, you could say how much you're gonna do until that situation happens, and then if you really fucking do it, it's like, goddamn.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like I said, there's the justice system side of things.
It's a fucking joke.
And then there's the human side of things. You know what I mean? Like, we can't protect guys like this.
No, okay? I agree. I think if he was just like, you know,
he should have beat his ass.
This is gonna. Well, see, that's the thing. If he does, though, he's even in more trouble.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Because he's a registered fucking UFC fighter. Like, he's, you know, his hands are registered. The whole, like, that's even worse.
Fuck.
But like,
hit him with plywood or some shit.
You know, this is gonna sound fucking terrible, but it is what it is. But you know, it's not like his niece was 18 or 16 or whatever, dating some dude, and he punched her in the face, and he just drove off.
No.
And I know this sounds like a bad example.
No.
But like, it's not like this dude just was like, oh, her boyfriend hit her, and he went out and started just fucking shooting at him. You know, like, this dude is a fucking pedophile, and it's not even. He has like 100 fucking cases written against him.
Exactly.
On this shit. And I think he's been arrested for this like 3 or 4 times prior. And this dude just gets to walk the streets. and Cain Velasquez tries to go and fucking handle this shit and just starts unloading bullets into a fucking vehicle while they're moving, and it's like he's the bad guy. Come on, cry me a fucking
Yeah,
river.
come
No.
on, bro.
If anything, dude's a fucking hero, and I love him.
Exactly. So, I mean, I hope everything goes well for Kane because he was doing the right thing. In
So
my head.
happy too. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
read any of his stuff, but he's been saying like how super happy he is and how he's gonna make the best out of this. And,
No, yeah, see,
the whole
he
nine,
deserves
so-
that.
yeah,
And the last point, yes, they ordered that the Wilder and Ruiz fight to be like the #1 contender to Tyson Fury's belt, which is stupid. I just think it should be for any of the guys. But I mean, we talked about that fight already. I don't think I have to say much more about it. Like, it's just now that it's like ordered and it's for #1 contendership, it just adds to the stakes.
yeah.
So, I mean, I think we already had our predictions too. I said I thought I had Wilder winning that.
Yeah, I got Wilder too.
Yeah. So,
I'm just gonna ask you some questions. Well, not even questions. I'm gonna name a fighter.
okay.
I just want you to tell me if they're overrated, underrated,
Oh, this is a great way to close out this.
or fair.
Come on,
All right.
go ahead.
And if you say they're underrated or overrated, I want to know why.
All right,
All right.
let's go. Shoot.
So, hold on. Where the fuck did why? Okay. Well, it's gone. Tai Tuivasa. Think he's fairly rated, overrated, or underrated?
Fairly rated.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
he's fairly rated.
What about Derek Lewis?
Overrated.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
Because besides Black Beast having the power, he really can't do much else. Like, I'm sorry, I don't see the skill set that he can compete with all these other guys. Like, I just think everybody gets caught with the personality and how like funny he is and how
Yeah.
action packed he is. But if you look at his style, bro, it's really not all that. Like,
No, I agree. I think
I think
just,
he's a little overrated. for
he's just
sure.
a fan favorite with his,
Yeah.
you know, everyone wants him to win so they can hear what the fuck he's gonna say afterwards.
Yeah, but skill set wise, he is overrated to me.
I agree. No, I just wanted to know why. Kevin Holland.
I think he's fairly rated.
Yeah.
He's just a middle of the pack guy.
Okay. Jan Blachowicz.
Ooh. Believe it or not, I think he's underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this
Okay.
division still, because I think he could still. I think he could beat Yuri.
I guess we'll figure it out after he has to beat Magomed first.
Yeah, but
Yuri's got to beat Glover, so
so like, but I think he could beat either of those guys.
yeah. But I think
And I just think he's going a little under the radar because he took a little L. But
yeah, and I think a lot of people discredit him for beating Izzy too.
yeah, nah, we can't do that, bro. I think he's extremely underrated right now.
Okay. Paddy Pimblett. Paddy the Baddie.
I mean, he's actually fairly rated in my
think so?
eyes. I think he is. He showed up.
I think
shows up.
I think he's underrated.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could say that too.
I think he's underrated. I don't think people are giving him enough credit. I mean, a lot of people are, but there's so many people that are still hating on him. Like, oh, he hasn't really fought this or that, and it's like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Like he went out there and everyone's gonna say, well, who Jordan Levitt is who? But I mean, Jordan Levitt's been doing fairly well, and Paddy went out there and fucking made him his bitch.
That is true.
So I got him underrated.
I just want to see him fight somebody tougher.
Bryce Mitchell.
Oh, you already know what I think. That guy's fairly rated. I don't care.
Yeah.
They look at him as a beast. He is a beast. I don't care what nobody says.
Darren Till.
You know what? At a different time, I would say underrated. I can't even say overrated now because nobody's really talking about him. So like
I mean, he's
Fairly-
coming up on 282, but
it's fairly rated. I'm sorry, his career hasn't really done shit. You know.
no, I think he's overrated.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I can't say overrated because nobody's really speaking highly of Darren Till.
I'm calling him overrated. Fuck
You
him.
know, I think he's fairly rated. That's just me.
That's all good. Jared Cannonier.
He's underrated. I think that guy. I mean,
Yeah.
bad performance with Izzy, but Izzy's Izzy. You know,
Yeah.
Jared Cannonier has showed that he can. Oh, he's a problem. I just think nobody knows it yet. He's a problem.
Yeah. Piotr Jan.
Piotr Jan, yeah, he's a tricky one. Only because like he's had some questionable decisions, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
But take away the decisions and his just the skill set, I think he's fairly rated. I think we still give him the props.
Yeah, I think he's fairly rated
Yeah.
too. Song Yadong.
I think I say fairly rated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Li Jingliang.
Ah, that's overrated.
You think Lee's
A little
overrated?
bit, just a little bit.
Even though he stood in there and banged it out with Daniel Rodriguez,
Yeah,
a dude way out of his fucking weight class,
yeah, but like
and he stood there and should have won that fucking fight.
he should have. But I don't know, man. I don't see all the hype about Lee Jingliang.
All right.
That's just me.
Okay.
That's just me.
Hey. Johnny Walker.
That guy's overrated.
Yeah.
No, but I don't even think we need to go into that. He's overrated.
Devin Clark.
Don't know who that is. Really.
You don't?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Check him out. Let me know. Brandon Moreno.
Oh, fairly rated.
Yeah.
Fairly rated.
Okay. What about Magomed Ankalev?
Slight bit underrated.
Okay. Pitbull Cruz.
Boxer?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're switching off of UFC into boxing.
He's fairly rated.
Yeah.
He's just a middle of the pack guy, contender guy. I don't think he really adds much.
I think I know your answer to this next one, but I want to see if I'm right.
Go ahead.
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia. Underrated.
All right.
I think he's
I
underrated.
knew exactly. That's what I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's underrated. Like, I don't know. His performances to me, Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell is the one that really sticks out to me because that's adversity.
Yeah.
And got knocked down, came back, won by a knockout to the body. Like, I'm sorry, bro. If we still say that he's just some social media guy, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
He's here. I think he's here. So that's just me. But
No, I agree.
people think he's overrated. I'm like, no, you can't say that.
No, I don't think he's overrated. Jermaine Ortiz.
I mean, he's just starting. I give him fairly rated.
Yeah,
He's fairly
you think
rated.
so?
Yeah,
You don't think people are overlooking him a little bit?
well, like I said, the thing is, you could say overrated about him too because his record was inflated. Like people,
Yeah.
like it's not like his record was too impressive. Yeah, he was 23-0, but like most of those wins were kind of like,
Yeah.
come on now.
No, I agree.
But at the same time, he didn't look too bad against Bivol early. So right now, I just think he's still young. He still has to come up. So he's fairly rated right now. I have to see more of him.
Yeah, I would give that too.
Okay.
Let's see who else.
My
Anybody else?
man's trying to give me the quiz at the end of this.
Nah, we're good. I just wanted to see what you thought about some fighters.
No, that's good. No, that was good. That was a good little way to shoot.
Sean Strickland.
Sean Strickland, yeah, he's overrated.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
He's one of those dudes that I think that's just like he's basically like the white Kevin Holland.
Yeah, we good.
He's gonna be in there just. I mean, Kevin Holland's not overrated, but he's just like gonna stand in there talk shit while he's punching you in the face. You know,
We good.
and I think that's why people kind of like him.
Yeah.
But I think he's overrated. I think Cannonier showed that shit, and I think fucking Pereira really highlighted
Yeah.
what his chin looks like.
Yeah, that to me,
when,
that-
when you
that's-
put him against somebody of
Yeah.
a
like,
higher caliber, I
don't-
think he got
that
yeah.
guy ain't much, bro.
Nah, but
That's our wrap right there.
yeah,
Well, I don't know if we.
this week was just kind of light.
Yeah. I mean, but we covered the big thing.
Is there
you know?
anything that we missed from like last week though, like that we should have talked about but didn't?
I can't think of anything, bro. Really, I can't. Besides the UFC fights you brought up, nothing happened in boxing really. Besides the Bivol fights.
Well, Jake Paul and Silva. I mean, we didn't really.
I mean, we didn't talk about it, but like, no, I think we did talk about it. We
No,
did?
because wouldn't that have been?
Oh yeah, I mean, we didn't talk about it, but like,
No, because that would have been last week's episode, and we didn't.
yeah,
we
but I
didn't get a
mean,
chance to really
are
talk
we
about
really?
what
It
happened.
was a good fight.
Are we surprised at what happened? Yeah,
Yeah,
Silva should have won.
you can just say that. You can toss that up. It's whatever.
If anything, Jake Paul only won 2 rounds.
I don't know, man.
The first and the last.
I don't know, man. I think impactful punches. I don't know. When you have to look at power punches, it's different. But yeah, one dude is older than the other, so it's gonna look like that.
By a long time.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, motherfucker could be his
but we
dad.
said it though. Hey, this guy was a professional boxer too. It's not
Yeah.
like he was just. So we have to give Jake Paul the credit. Was it a suspect win to a lot of people? Yes, it could be looked as a suspect win, but hey, he got
Yeah.
the W. We got to see what the fuck is up next, man. I mean,
and we also didn't talk about Loma defeating Ortiz.
I think. I mean, I thought we did talk. We didn't talk about that.
No, this was last week. Remember, we didn't have an episode last week.
But we talked about Haney confronting Lomachenko, so it had to be. We had to talk about
No,
that.
we didn't.
Wow. Well, yeah, he looked impressive. Like, it's not like Lomachenko didn't look like too slow. You know what I
He
mean?
was getting beat up at first.
At first, yeah. But then again, he's a later round type guy. So he's a later in the fight type guy. So, I mean, I saw that, and I was just like, it's nothing new.
That's gonna be a problem when it comes to fighting Haney.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Haney can keep a game plan, and he won't change. He'll make you fight his fight, which is the thing.
The problem is, and this is I think Ortiz is a fairly fairly good fighter. I just think that Haney is gonna do too. If Lomachenko plans to be a late starter,
Mhm.
Haney's just gonna be way too ahead,
Yeah.
and he's gonna torch the fuck out of him in those early rounds, and he's not gonna be able to have the energy.
Yeah,
to
I mean,
do
it
what he
just-
usually does in the
It basically
later
comes down
rounds.
to how he starts, how Haney starts.
Yeah,
Because
if he starts off like he did against
George, it might be a little
Yeah.
issue, but
I
I don't
think so,
think like Lomachenko is like he's getting back to his old self, but he's older.
yeah.
He's not gonna be as fast. So if all I know is that if Devin Haney, he's a pure boxer and he's gonna fight like that. He won't change anything. He'll probably just add a little more like combos to or he'll throw a couple more punches.
Yeah.
But other than that, like what you're gonna get with Devin and you can't stop it.
Yeah.
So.
No, I agree.
But I'm interested in Haney versus Loma because they had a conversation at the end of the fight, and I just think, to me, I think Haney's gonna win that fight.
I do too. Yeah, I think that's just something simple. Like,
Mhm.
I just want to see what's next for Haney. Really, personally,
Yeah, I think that's
after
it.
this.
Well, let's see. I think in either a fight with the winner of Garcia and Tank, or he wants to fight Shakur or something like that. I don't care.
I think him versus Shakur
A real good fight.
is probably the best fight
Yeah.
that could be made.
Yeah. So I mean, we're on there. We're on the same page, buddy.
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, this episode is just kind of touching up on a little shit. Not much that's going on this weekend.
Yeah. But
Just the UFC 281 is really the biggest thing going on this weekend.
Yeah. So we're gonna we gotta watch that. That was mainly the focus of this episode. So,
Because I don't know. I don't know. What the fuck was I gonna say? I don't know. There's nothing big boxing wise on this weekend, right?
Not really. It's all about the UFC this weekend, really.
Yeah, I think 281 is just like the biggest thing going on.
Yeah. So I
But-
mean, if anything, I'll check.
Yeah, I'm looking. Right
But
now.
yeah,
So
this was
thumbs
our
up.
first. While Jay's doing that, this is our first live episode. Unfortunately, our cameras kind of stopped. I don't know if it caught everything and the computer just froze or whatever. But either way, it was actually kind of cool to, that we're gonna be able to do some stuff like this from now on. As always, the 16 ounce podcast, Facebook page on what else are we on
Twitter,
Twitter?
Instagram,
yeah.
TikTok.
All that. Like we need more topics. Y'all know. Always leave out suggestions. We're always down to talk about everything. So, this is our 13th episode, and we're actually going pretty well. All thanks to you guys. So, anything else you want to add?
Oh yeah, dude. What do you think about Nico Walsh? Nico Ali Walsh.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. I'm so serious. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
This dude. You know who he is? Ali's grandson.
Oh, okay.
Nico Walsh.
I mean, he's good. I got to see more. I have to see more though.
I'm a fan.
No, I'm a fan.
He's doing obviously. I mean, right now he's not fighting top competition, but I mean he's fighting dude. He's got fucking some nasty footwork, dude.
Yeah, I gotta get used to hearing that dude's name. That threw me off the Walsh part.
Yeah,
because I just know him as Ali.
yeah, because he's Nico Walsh, but
Yeah, so but
I don't know. I like him personally, man. I want to see him do big things. So I'm
we're gonna see.
I'm gonna keep my eye on that boy.
We got to keep an eye. That's what I'm saying. I'm keeping an eye on him. I just want to see him do more.
He just had a fight recently too. He was beating the fuck out of this poor boy, and the dude goes, "Yo, just so you know, it's an honor to be in here with you, and your grandfathers are great." And Nico said, "Thank you," and then just fucking slugged him with a left hook. And the dude said, "You're welcome."
Can't do it, man. But yeah, shit. I mean,
Bro.
that was it for me, man. Yeah. Besides that, Jay, Duvet. This is me, Duvet,
Yeah.
signing off.
And Jay, I'm out.
See ya.